Good morning, Neil. I'm just going to give a bit of a demonstration on how you can effectively relocate photos from one album to another. So, first of all, it's important to understand that there is only ever one version of your photo, and that can be in multiple albums, and all that Flickr does is maintain a table, if you like, of pointers to those albums. So Flickr contains a tool called the Organizer. Access it by going to You, Organize. And the Organizer tool gives you a lot of tools available to batch organize or batch process photos. So there's a couple of important concepts. First of all, you can choose the album that you want to work with here. Let's say we're wanting to move our photos from Asparagus album to another album. We would select the album whose photos we want to move, and select all of them, or as many as you want to move, and then drag them up into this area here where we can edit them as a batch. Now we need to move focus to up the top here where we've got Add to Album menu item, and here we choose either new album or an existing album. If there's an existing album, we choose that, and that option. Now then we've got to go through and find the actual album that we want to move them to. I've created one called Testing Albums, as you can see there, and away it goes and adds those 5 photos to the Testing Albums new album. Bear in mind that the photos still remain in the existing Asparagus album. We can now open the album to work with it in any way, shape or form we wish to. So I'll go back to the photo stream now and just confirm that the album's still present, the Asparagus album. Here's the one we just created and moved or copied photos to. I'll just do a search for Asparagus. Hope I spell it right. Interestingly enough, when you do a search in Flickr and open the photo, down the bottom here is a link to the album that it comes from. I'll just move the screen over a bit. So it tells us that it's in 2 albums now, which is fair enough. And here's the Asparagus folder with the same photos. So for the purpose of the exercise, we'll now go back to, we'll assume that the test album that I made was one that we did want to remove photos from. So how would we do that? So go to You, Organize again. And now choose the Albums and Collections tab. Find the album that we want to delete, double click on it, delete this album. Do you really want to delete this album? Don't worry, the contents will not be deleted, which is exactly what we want to achieve. So the Testing Albums album will be deleted, but the photos that were in it were still intact on the Flickr server. Let's just double check that that's the case. And here's the Asparagus album with photos intact. So hopefully this has given you the tools you need to achieve what you need to with the new albums. Thanks for watching.